everything's in ruins, everything's been degraded. But I could say that they ruined and degraded everything, because this is not some kind of cataclysm coming about with so-called innocent human aid. On the contrary, it's about man's own judgment over his own self, which of course God has a big hand in, or dare I say, takes part in.
Nothing said, or will be said, is enough for explaining what is. There are no words to explain things, relations, meanings of things, and no mind to understand.
And whatever he takes part in is the most ghastly creation that you can imagine, because, you see, the world has been debased. So it doesn't matter what I say, because everything has been debased. That they required, and since they required everything in a sneaky, underhanded fight, they debased everything.
Constantly trying to attribute meaning to the complicated mess of meaningless totality will not be enough. It is not necessary, because it is not sufficient.
Because whatever they touch, and they touch everything, they debase.
Jumped in the river, what did I see? Black-eyed angels swam with me. A moon full of stars and astral cars, and all the figures I used to see. All my lovers were there with me. All my past and future. Oh, we all went to heaven in a little rowboat. There was nothing to fear, nothing to die.
This is the way it was until the final victory, until the triumphant end. Acquire, debase, acquire. Or I can put it differently if you'd like. To touch, debase, and thereby acquire. Or touch, acquire, and thereby debase.
Half of the truth is no better than no truth. Only possible explanation to the existing totality is living in a lie that is complete, rather than believing a truth that is deficient. It is not sufficient, so it is unnecessary.
It's been going on like this for centuries, on and on and on. This and only this, sometimes on the sly, sometimes rudely, sometimes gently, sometimes brutally.
Trying to achieve an impossible truth is unnecessary. It is a waste of time trying to understand what is.
has been going on and on, yet only in one way.
It is incomprehensible, so it does not exist fully. It is not integral but partial, because it is not possible to perceive it in its entirety.
Like a rat attacks from ambush, because for this perfect victory it was also essential that the other side, that is, everything that's excellent, great in some way and noble, should not engage in any kind of fight. There shouldn't be any kind of struggle. Just the sudden disappearance of one side, meaning the disappearing of the excellent, the great, the noble.
Those in the riders of big ships. There are revolving doors.
So that by now the winners who have won by attacking from ambush rule the earth, and there isn't a single tiny nook where one can hide something from them, because everything they can lay their hands on is theirs. Even things that they can't reach, but they do reach, are also theirs.
There are doors that open by themselves. There are sliding doors, and there are secret doors.
I see all the lost souls that are struggling, sweating on a mission that is unachievable.
The heavens are already theirs, and theirs are all our dreams. Theirs is the moment, nature, infinite silence. Even immortality is theirs.
All of them speculating constantly, generating crude slivers of non-truth, basing their vision on top of those millions of slivers, whose incompatibility is hidden behind their quantity. I pity them, because they are always in the wrong, trying to achieve the truth. I also envy them, because they are not aware that they are in fact believing in a lie, which makes it a perfect lie.
Everything is lost forever, and those many nobles, great and excellent, just stood there. They stopped at this point and had to understand and had to accept that there is neither God nor gods, and the excellent, the great, and the noble had to understand and accept this right from the beginning.
The perfect lie is the illusion of truth that makes anyone believing in it undoubtful. Undoubtful in a way that they are secure in this perfect lie, believing that they are in pursuit of the truth. This confidence of not being wrong, because they occasionally get a glimpse of the truth, is the reason why they are in the wrong. They are furthest away from the truth.
Come on, you think you drive me crazy, well, come on, you and his army, you and your cronies. Come on, Holy Roman Empire.
course, they were quite incapable of understanding it. They believed it and accepted it, but they didn't understand it. They just stood there, bewildered, but not resigned, until something that flashed on the mind finally enlightened them. And all at once, they realized that there is neither God nor gods.
This confidence is the curse of all beings who are seeking for meaning. Drowning in the ocean, trying to breathe. All they will get is salt in their lungs and the familiar feeling of comfort in their chests.
All at once, they saw that there is neither good nor bad. Then they saw and understood that if this was so, then they themselves did not exist either.
So convinced and assured that they are unable to even not live the moment in pursuit of the truth. So imprisoned by the flow of the time that they gather meanings from everyday life and compile them on top of each other, creating pseudo-truths that are excessively infrangible, unyielding, unshakable and everlasting. Not a single drop of doubt could be found in them.
You see, I reckon this may have been the moment when we can say that they were extinguished. They burnt out. Extinguished and burnt out, like the fire left to smolder in the meadow. One was the constant loser, the other was the constant victor. Defeat, victory, defeat, victory.